EA have just dropped the Team of the Season warm-up series. This is basically just a useless promo from EA that's just basically delaying Team of the Season another week, but it does allow us to actually invest for another week ahead of Team of the Season. And let me tell you, there are a ton of investments that we can make that are going to make you guys a lot of coins. Now, first things first, it must be noted that we did actually get a Team of the Season warm-up series in the SBC tab. And this is really important because a lot of different cards are going to be needed over the next kind of week, which means we can make some coins before Team of the Season even begins. So here we see we have like the 86 double upgrade, the Premier League challenge, we have this 83 times 5 e-figs pack. So essentially EA are allowing players to start stacking packs, which is going to be, important and it's good, but it allows us to make a lot of coins. So you won't be able to obviously make coins on some of these very vague requirements like Premier League challenge, but when it comes to SBCs like this, like the 83 plus 5 figs challenge or whatever, look at the requirements. A team of the week player, 82 overall, like these are requirements that will shoot cards up. And if you had informs before this SBC came out, you made a lot of coins on this because I saw a lot of cards that were around discard price have absolutely flown up in price just due to the fact that it's required for this SBC. And even this 86 plus double upgrade pack, I mean, look at the requirements for this one, an 83 overall team with another team of the week player. All right, Spice, enough of the nonsense. Let's get into the investments. Here we go. So, obviously EA put out the voting this week and you'll see it on your screen here. The nice thing about this is we kind of have an idea of who's going to get in Team of the Season anyways, just by going on Twitter or Instagram and looking at all the votes. I mean, they're all pretty much very similar. So obviously Community Team of the Season is the next one coming up. And I'm just going to use an example here, but you can do this with almost any player you think is going to get in Team of the Season, is going to invest in their gold card when they're going out of packs, but it has to be a fodder card. Because we just saw what happened with those other SBC cards. I'm telling you right now, with Team of the Season, we're going to get some crazy good SBCs like guaranteed Team of the Season packs and stuff like that. And these bigger cards are going to be required. So the first big card that kind of comes to mind that I saw in a lot of the votes for the Community Team of the Season was Laporte. He has like no real special cards on this game for some reason. But he does have his gold card, and let's be real, his gold card is absolute. But his card on Xbox sits at 15k, which is so low compared to what he has gone up to, like 20, 25k when good SBCs come out. Like, it's only a matter of time before we get something with Team of the Season where he's just going to fly up in price anyways. But the good thing about buying a guy who is going to be out of packs for, say, Community Team of the Season next week, there's no pack supply of him coming in. And when no pack supply comes in on some of these cards, they absolutely skyrocket up. Just look on the screen right here. Here's a look at Benzema. The highest he ever reached was a week that he was actually out of packs. It's unreal how high some of these cards fly. So we can kind of do this with a lot of the players that we think are going to get in these Team of the Seasons each week. Now, we did just get the Premier League Team of the Season voting as well. And you guys could literally go ahead and choose any of those gold cards because they're all sat at fodder prices. Now, for me, I'm not a huge fan of investing in these high rateds just for a Team of the Season promo, but I mean, it's pretty much guaranteed to make coins because what's going to happen during Premier League Team of the Season is we're going to end up getting the guaranteed Premier League Team of the Season pack or something like that, and everybody and their nans are going to go ahead and spam this pack and do it. And what's going to happen is literally just every fodder card is going to rise, especially the ones that are out of packs. Like, for example, if Mo Salah goes out of packs, which is very likely, he's probably going to get in Team of the Season, there's not a doubt in my mind that this card is going to fly from 35k up to like 40, 45, 50k, depending on how much demand there is and how little the supply is. And I mean, judging on Xbox, there's not too much supply, and I imagine the same can be said on PC. PS, there's probably a little bit more supply, but it's kind of just like easy. And we could do the same with anybody else. I mean, Alisson is the same deal. He sits at about 35-ish K. Go ahead, pick him up. Now, for me, like I said, I'm not a huge fan of the super high rateds just because, I mean, there's so many different choices you could choose from. I also think choosing cards that are lower rated. So, for example, Jared Bowen, I think he's likely to get in Team of the Season. He probably deserves to get in. But just take a look at something like his card, for example. Like, you can scoop this card up at discard price. When he goes out of packs, he's going to rise no matter what. He's not, I guess maybe Bowen's not the ideal card that I would want to pick up. But if you guys could find, like, 83 rated players, for example. Here's one that's He's not guaranteed to get in, but maybe he slides in on the bench. Joel Matip, 83 rated. This is like my dream rating right here. If you could find an 83 rated card or an 84 rated card, 82 rated card or something like that, that's going to be in team of the season, is commonly used in SBCs like Matip is. Like, I'm telling you, if you pick this card up at, you know, as low as you can, you know, between 1 and 2K, and there's some kind of SBC where, you know, every card is just rising up, like, these are the cards that just fly. And you guys can literally do this with every single team of the season that's going to come out. Literally everyone, even if you want to go in the minor league ones like, you know, Liga Portugal or whatever, the Dutch League, MLS, the Championship, like all these different cards, you can do the same thing with these guys. It's so easy. Now, I do have one more investment that I want you guys to kind of keep an eye on as we get a lot of promo packs throughout this entire promo and throughout this entire month. But before I do it, if you guys could drop a like and subscribe to the channel, it honestly, it just helps the channel grow. YouTube just pushes it out more. So, yeah. But those cards are informs. I mean, we literally just went over at the beginning of this video. If you guys can even get, you know, any of these cards at discard price, which I don't even think it's possible to do at the moment. Yeah, I mean, this is why. I mean, every inform on the market right now on Xbox is over 20K. So that is why I'm just saying, like, you don't even have to pick these cards up at discard price. If you guys find them at 15K, 10K, 12K, 14K, just go ahead and pick them up whenever they come back down. Obviously, right now, as I'm making this video, these cards, of course, are 20K plus right now, but there's just going to be so much content over this month, and supply is so drained on these Team of the Week cards at the moment. Literally one single SBC like we got today. I mean, I didn't even think today's SBCs were super great anyways, and those SBCs have absolutely rocketed up these inform cards. If you guys feel like you're unprepared personally for team of the season, check out this video on your screen. It'll help you guys manage your team ahead of one of the greatest months in FIFA.